Titan's eternal night. Heroes from across worlds stand and unite. No other foe or force can match their might. The once great people of this world now hide in fear. Arcadia shaken by the power of sword and spear. The black-clad armies of the Dark One now draw near. But in the distance, the sergeant and the bear appear. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Legions of Romans stand and let their arrows fly. The roaring of dragons and machines fills the sky. Secret agents and the generals they defy. Swarms of orcs and samurai raise their banners high. In the wake of death, only one man stands alone. The sergeant raises his sword high silver shone. He condemns the chaos the war not his as sown. He stands longing for the day he may return home. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Until the war for the world springs is won, they will fight until they're all done. But Achille will stand alone as one, and the bloodshed is finally done. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. We spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. We spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation, 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 to end the age of annihilation.
Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time. Yeah, it's gonna click these things out here. Okay, so yes, tonight we are going to be going through the scenario number 3, Amuletic Aggression. Hello everybody, welcome to the ToV live stream. I am Ryan, aka Tales of Valhalla. Happy Wednesday night to all of you, and Red Plus Blue there in the chat saying greetings to you, Red Plus Blue, as well as saying the opening music sounds like something Dragon Force would play. I like it. Yes, and that's actually, this music isn't mine. It's an AI actually type music, but the lyrics were written by an individual who has a YouTube channel, and link in the description below. For the individual's YouTube channel, and the video where that basically music video came from, made it for Heroscape. This content creator did, and gave permission to anybody, any other content creator who wanted to use it, could, and I do. I listen to this song nearly every day because it's so nice. It's just, oh, it's so good. Anyway, I have to go through the scenario with you guys tonight, and I am pretty tired. It's been like a wonderful 24 plus hours of working job and stuff, so I am bushed, haven't got much sleep. And I know last Wednesday we were doing some skirmishes. We were playing like zombies v some other armies. I was planning to do that tonight, but then the scenario dropped. I'm like, actually, I'm going to do this tonight. We'll try and do the skirmishes next Wednesday. So that is what we're going to do. And let's see here. We have first to read through the Sonlen's journal portion of stuff. So we'll get to that in a second. One thing I did want to say before we get started, and I did leave a video on this, and I think a lot of you already liked and commented. I appreciate that. Was this this notification that I got today that I now qualify to be a partner with YouTube. And I think this is a really difficult thing to do with just like 600 subscribers. I think usually people tend to get partner and start getting monetized, some type of monetization, like when they're 1,000 plus, just because you need, not only do you need like either like 500 subscribers or 500 plus subscribers, but you also need people watching your stuff. And the great thing is that even though this community is, I mean, compared to a lot of other YouTube channels out there, is pretty small, but you all watch stuff like that I make, which is just, I'm so thankful to you all for doing that, for getting the channel in this position to where we can start growing it even more with that. And yeah, Red Plus Blue, yes, like and subscribe. I know, you know, it's one thing I never say because everybody says it on YouTube channel, and it's like, well, I mean, people should already know to do that, you know, and so it's something I don't have in my saying repertoire. But I did want to actually thank some people. I just wanted to shout out some of the comments, because like I said, I took a little bit of a video this morning as soon as I saw that I got that earned on my YouTube channel, and there are a lot, there's like, I got like some 50 some views, like a huge number of likes, but a bunch of comments from people saying congratulations. So I just wanted to respond to those really quick. Like Ken Varga, congrats. Ken's been like subscribed to my YouTube channel for a long time, so thank Ken so much. He says congrats. And then Red Plus Blue, yourself, you said well done, thank you. Hexala is saying we're so happy and proud of what you accomplished. You've worked so hard and we love seeing your goals being met. Yeah, absolutely. And almost unexpected. I mean, you know, it's one of those things that it's almost been 10 years. You know, I know that my primary goal was just to how would I put it, was just to get the stop motion animation stuff out there as a storyteller. Just wanting to get my stories out there just for anybody to see, or just to finish it. That was the primary goal. And Red Plus Blue saying there are hundreds of people out there that love Heroscape. The only problem is they've never heard of it. Never heard of Heroscape. yeah, oh yeah, there's hundreds, thousands, millions of people out there that love Heroscape. They just never heard of it. So that's why we're here, because we need to talk about it. We need to get it out there. Absolutely. And see, Rai Guy Plays Games says congratulations. Izukito, sorry if I'm butchering the name, says I don't know what this is, but congrats. This is basically the channel's getting monetized. Joe Crazy saying let's go, love you dude, love you too sir. And Son of Odin, JJ says woohoo, this is exciting, happy for you guys. Mark Campbell says congratulations Ryan. Deegan, who's a new subscriber, I know that, and I subscribed to his channel too. A good content creator. It says congrats, very cool. And the same thing with Board Hero, congrats, this is so huge. And we got Wayne there. Rise with the Tides, ToV, congratulations, Ryan. I appreciate that, Rain. TW Tales, who is another most recent subscriber too, says congratulations, and so thank you so much. Just everybody for those, and even for the likes, and just anything for the views, but especially for the views. I mean, that's really what put me over the hump, is just people watching and the hours watched. 3,000 plus hours watched. Just thank you so much. Okay, so let us get to then this scenario here. I'm going to pop up where is it? There it is. Okay, so this is called Scenario 3, Amuletic Aggression. And before reading through the scenario itself, let's read through the Sonlen journal portion of this specific scenario, because I like reading through this. I like talking, since hence storyteller. We're gonna read through the story and see what else we can find out about what's going on here. So, on the notice of Commander Ziamara, first of Dagmar, and actually I have beside me right here Ziamara herself in the miniature form. So Ziamara is beside me with the sword and all that stuff. Yep. I got her. And see here it says, Sonlen. Not long after your departure, our forces intercepted a retreating company of Jandar soldiers. Or Yandar soldiers. They were traveling through Ekstrom as they left the Trollsford outpost at Ostrivik, so their detainment was mandatory. We let them go after some questioning and copied the information from a military dispatch they carried. We are reporting this information to Lord Uller at his extra monitoring orders dictate. His unprecedented mistrust appears to hold even Yandar's movements under a suspicious eye. I wanted to make sure you are aware of this new development, as well as Yandar's region-wide retreat, or Jandar's region-wide retreat. Here's a transcript of the intercepted dispatch. Dutifully, Ziamara. Again, Ziamara. Boom. And there is some strange writing here of the intercepted dispatch, which is in another language, which we'll get to that in a second. But for right now, it's unintelligible writing, hieroglyphic type language. But we'll get back to that in a minute. Let's just read through this as well. Jandar's dispatch. So we have the dispatch here, and it says, to all forces stationed in foreign states, return immediately to your home fortresses in accordance with the wishes of Lord Jandar. His banner will no longer fly above lands that are not legally his. All offensive campaigns are therefore discontinued. Outpost companies are mandated to report to their new assignments within our territories. It says Southeastern Front reassignments, Drake's Finest, Upper Bleakwood, Scouting Division, Idona Castle, Nostraland, North Breachguard, Caldon Fortress, Thainlink, Ostfall Guard, Idona Castle, Nostraland, Steadfast Hold Guard, Valgrind, Nostraland, Sigling, Shorewatch, Valadon, Thainlink, Trollsford Guard, Idona Castle, Nostraland, signed Sir Gilbert. So that is the bit of the kind of journal lore. These are actually more letters than journals for this bit of lore. So now let's talk about this. Now let's read through this again. And this time I'm going to give my comments on what's going on in the story. I mean, there's not much. I mean, there's things narratively going on, but it only really speaks of one specific thing, which is Yandar specifically is withdrawing all his troops, and basically just the mistrust is spreading in all the factions, even with factions that, like, I mean, Yandar and Jandar and other are like this, but apparently not anymore. And we know things are going on with other, whose mind is being poisoned. What's going on with Yandar? Whether Yandar just is like, okay, he's going nuts, we need to withdraw, until we see signs of, not mistrust. Red plus blue says Other seems to be losing his mind a bit more too. Yep, there's that. So here, okay, read Sonlen. So what's cool though is that, so Sonlen, we already know, is still loyal to Ullr, but is away. So Ziamara, is still has correspondence with Sonlen and is letting him know what's going on within the kingdom. Son of Odin, hey, how you doing? So such a cool idea to help perpetuate the interfraction war. Yep. And there is a lot of locations here that's being talked about as well. And I think one thing that comes in my head is that one thing Renegade needs to do, I mean, we already have a map. See, got a map right here of Valhalla. But I think we need an update to the map. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like a world map like this, maybe something even bigger that shows different lands or something. But as well as a world map, but we also need like individual maps of each land to show the different locations and just have legends of everything. Just if we want to see Nostraland, see where each individual castle is, roads, whatever. So we have a better look into geography and where everything is located. I think we need that. We definitely need a map update for sure. But okay, so not long after your departure, our forces intercepted a retreating company of Yandar soldiers. So there's mistrust, but they're not exactly an interactive world map. Actually, that's a digital interactive world map would be cool too. Yes, you're right. Red plus blue, that would be also very nice. See, our forces intercepted a retreating company. So basically, Yandar, Ullr, they kind of are engaged here, and they're not open warfare against each other, but they are capturing each other and figuring out, okay, what are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing? What are you doing? Dragon 420, how are we doing? Well, we're getting a small map for a dice bowl. Okay, very, very nice. Yeah, like I said, we need more maps. We definitely need updated maps for sure. But welcome to the chat, Dragon 420. It says, let's see, we'll let them go for some questioning. Copy information from a military dispatch they carried. We are reporting this information to Lord Ullr after his extra monitoring orders dictate. So monitoring orders. So basically, Ullr's trying to keep a firmer grip on just observing everybody, basically. It seems like his unprecedented mistrust appears to hold even Yandar's movements under a suspicious eye, just suspicious of everybody. Just everybody is hand pink waving. Oh yeah, hand waving. Okay, I'm sorry. I get an interpretation of the chat via another window, Dragon 420. So it just says hand pink wave, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, it's just a visual image of something. Okay. But yeah, so this just establishes the mistrust that these two factions, these two kingdoms have of each other now. Probably mostly due to Ullr's madness. Who knows what's going on with the Jandar as well. ZMR is reporting it. And then we also have this little bit of text here, almost like ZMR wrote something down here. So just in case this message was intercepted, this cannot be read unless from people who know the language. Now, I don't know if all of you are keeping track of your Tales of Valhalla or ToV podcast lore, but there was a time when we interviewed Chris Nadow. Now, he no longer is in charge of Heroscape, but he did provide us a map of this language. He actually provided a is it a legend? I think it's called a legend for this years ago when Avalon Hill was doing the campaign. So I actually have the means in which to decipher what's being said here on the bottom of this document. Look at that little artwork. Again, ZMR, look at that. See, I got it right here. Right there. But so we don't know much about the language, and so apparently Renegade got this. They're using it, and see, here I go. Here's the cipher for the language. So I already got it. Because Chris Nato was so fine to pass it on to us way back when. And as far as I don't know if I have this. I suppose I can post this image on the Tales of Valhalla Discord too. I'll do that when I'm done with the stream. So that way you all can access it, so you can find the stuff out for yourself in the future as well. But yeah, have the cipher for this. And again, this was given to us by Chris Nadow long time ago. So here is what it says. Uller's condition worsens daily. May the wind carry you back to us swiftly. That's it. It's not too much, but it basically says establishes that Uller is Uller's in terrible shape, pretty awful shape, and ZMR obviously misses Sonlen. Seems like Sonlen had a huge influence within this faction, and they're missing him. They're missing him a lot in his leadership. So that's basically what that little piece of language says there. And oh yeah, and this cipher, I think the cipher was also posted on the Renegade Heroscape chat as well. But the image isn't as clear as the one that I have. So I think what I'm going to do is, and actually there's probably some stuff here. I can crop this so that way it can be better and it can be viewed. But it is an alphabetical language. Like the Avalon Hill people, they took great care into developing it. So, or some people within Avalon Hill, including Chris Nadow. So appreciate him for doing that. So here, hold on a second. I just want to check something. Okay, so we're good. All right. So this next little bit says Jandar's dispatch, 25th of Astra, to all forces stationed in foreign states, return immediately to your home fortress in accordance with the wishes of our Lord Yandar. His banner will no longer fly above lands that are not legally his. It's very interesting wording for that. So Yandar is just not only backing down from Allah, he's backing down from everybody. So maybe there's more motivation on his side other than just Allah's madness. Maybe something is going on with Jandar as well. All offensive campaigns are heretofore discontinued. Outpost companies, so just basically establishing just a defensive posture. Outpost companies are mandated to report to their new assignments within our territories. And this is assigned by Sir Gilbert. So we're getting characters here. Old classic characters. Sir Gilbert, one of them. Sir Gilbert is a flag bearer within the game. And I mean, you have different like the signaling short. I don't even know what signaling is supposed to mean. Trolls Ford Guard, Steadfast Hold Guard, Ostfold Guard. Lots of these armies. That's like, okay, are they going to be new armies that we might see sometime in the future, which makes up these? Drake's Finest, of course, Upper Bleakwood Scouting Division, and of course Nostraland is this area of the map. So, and then up here is Thaling Tundra. Even though we can't see it up in the upper map, that's what that upper part is. And so this is Yandar's kingdom here. Basically all of Nostraland. And then Elkstrom is where Uller resides. And so you have, like I said, they're right close to each other. Border is really close. So you can see why they're pretty neighborly with each other usually, but not today. So what can I say about this little bit of lore here? I mean, it's pretty short. Not much in the way of critiquing other than we just need maps. We definitely need more detailed. We need interactive world map, an updated world map. This just provides a little bit of information on what's going on with very least two regions, Uller, Yandar, and what they are up to, and how basically the people under their command is kind of handling the situation. So that, I mean, that's all I can really say about that. I mean, whether I don't like it or not. I mean, I like the fact that they're using the runes here. They're actually taking advantage of using that. I hope they use more of them in the future. So that way we got to use our decoder rings to figure out what's being said. Always drink your Ovaltine or something like that, you know. So that's cool. But yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait to see what the next scenario is, to see what's going on after that. But again, we're establishing with like these from the first until this third scenario and lore pieces that we're getting. What we're doing is we're establishing what's going on with the presently in Valhalla, and it's a lot of confusion. It's a lot of plot, and so that's why we're getting stuff from different people, different locations. So, I mean, personally, I prefer with like a singular narrative, kind of like what I do with ToV, at least a singular driven narrative. Yes, you got other side plots as well, but a driving narrative going through everything. And this, I mean, yeah, there's a communication with Sonlen, but this seems to be more like side plots as opposed to the main plot, which is like Sonlen, Shiori, basically, from what I can tell. So that is taking a look at that. I won't even call this Sonlen's journal. This is more like Sonlen's journal dispatch or notes or something. I don't know what I'm going to name it. But it's some interesting bit of lore and updates us on what's happening in Valhalla at this present time. All right. So how about we get into diving into the scenarios then and see what this map's about. No, I personally want to call this map as cool as the one before. Although I haven't seen it built, I haven't seen it put together. But and I need to stop going. I'm sure I get dizzy me moving that. I do this as a nervous tick. I move the thing up and down often. I'm sure it drives everybody nuts. But map 1, vacant post of Ostrivik. Required sets: Age of Annihilation Master Set 1, Lands of Valhalla 1. So you need the Master Set, you need the Lands of Valhalla pack, which is basically you need a lot of terrain. And it says Jandar's army maintained. Many outpost across the regions near his territories, intended to monitor enemy movements and alert Nastrelund of any inbound invasions. These stations provided Jandar with an unparalleled vigilance. However, the sudden retreat orders now leave many resources, weaponry, and strategic points unguarded. So this seems to me like also saying that this retreat is a very unorganized retreat, which for me doesn't sound like Jandar at all. So yeah, his brain might be getting addled as well. And seems like a fairly big map here. Fairly big map. Okay, so we got scenario 3. Okay, online scenario 3. The Abandoned Amulet Master Game. I'm sorry, I was looking at something a second because I was kind of confused about something here. Hold on. Now I have to edit that. Okay, so online scenario 3, the Abandoned Amulet Master Game. So you do 6 rounds. The guards in Jandar's North Reach outpost have discovered an artifact hidden deep in a nearby cave system. Okay, so this is probably some type of cave. Okay. Probably something similar to what I've built in Tales of Valhalla. This treasure, a weighty crystalline box containing an amulet. Amulets are very big with Heroscape. There's amulets a lot, even in classic lore. Seems to have been hidden ages ago. Recently uncovered, the sentinels guarding it were unaware that the amulet is an identical match to the one corrupting the warrior Raylan. Here we go. During the guards' Nastrelund-bound retreat, the heaviest and most cumbersome resources had to be left behind. Disorganization. Oh, Dragon 420. Okay, that's who you are. Sent you a map on Discord in color. Has a little more than yours. Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'd like to look at that. Here, I'll look at that after I'm done reading this. Okay, I had to be looking at, including seemingly useless amulet and its box. Various armies now take advantage of the Jandarian absence, pilfering whatever resources they can find. Rival generals, pirates, and splintered war bands clash with one another in a freebooting frenzy. However, one party intrudes with a single purpose. A company of Ukar's forces, led by Leviatak, here we go, Leviatak, have cut a direct path past the other outposts to reach this one. As her cohort arrives at Northreach, they soon realize they are not the only faction with eyes on the encased amulet. So this is an amulet that is an identical match to the one corrupting warrior Raylan. I don't know why that's important, but maybe there's like some symbiotic relationship there. Let's see, the goal: open the puzzle box or destroy your enemies. Set up place walls and glyphs as shown on the map. Both players decide who will be player 1 and player 2 and build 300-point armies, so relatively small armies. Player 1 starts in red starting zone, player 2 starts in blue starting zone. Victory: if the other players have no figures left on the battlefield, you win. Alternatively, if you earn 3 objective points, you retrieve the amulet and win the game. So there's 2 ways to win. Special rules: objective scoring. Instead of using the usual scoring rules as found on page 19 of the rulebook, this scenario focuses on opening the puzzle box. Objective scoring happens as the game progresses and serves as an alternate way to win besides destroying all of your opponent's figures. When an objective point is scored, the scoring player notes the point in their play area. We recommend using simple dice, unused glyphs or figures, pen and paper, or any other available means to keep track of objective points. If a player reaches 3 objective points, the game immediately ends and that player is the winner. Crystalline puzzle box. The glyph of Brandor is a puzzle box. Of course, Brandor is used for everything. Oh, this is again another thing. We could turn crystal puzzle box into a 3D type of puzzle box, 3D printed puzzle box to glue on top of the glyph, and voila! When a figure lands on the glyph of Brandar, crystalline puzzle box, they must stop and pick up the box. When a figure that has picked up the box moves, and I don't know who did it, but like, and I'm sorry if I forget who it was, but someone did take my thoughts and advice on doing a 3D printed glyph, to where it was like a 3D print of the object on glued onto the glyph. That's so cool. So you may take the glyph of Brandar and place it under that figure when it finishes its movement. If the figure occupies 2 spaces, you may choose which space to put it under. Weighed down by the crystalline container, figures that have picked up the box cannot fly and cannot move more than 4 spaces per turn. At the end of each round, the player controlling a figure that occupies the same space as the glyph of Brandar scores 1 objective point as their warriors getting closer to unlocking it. So you just got to hold on to it. Red plus blue, that was you. Okay, yes, okay, that's right. Should I commission the whole set? I don't know. Well, we'll have scenarios ongoing indefinitely now. So I don't know. I'll probably keep on having these like, ooh, this would be cool to see this, you know. So now that seems like a fun scenario. So either you try and wipe out your enemy, or it's just basically dual objectives, and whatever one you reach first, you win. So you want to keep on fighting, but you also want to try and obtain the puzzle box as well. So yeah, that seems like a fun scenario to play. It definitely mixes things around, makes you think about what type of army you're going to build. 300-part army, that doesn't contain much. That's a very small army, so you got to really think about what type of army you're going to use. So yeah, I think it's good. The amount of lore in this is also interesting, and you got to wonder how the story actually plays out, like canon lore, not just how you play it out one or the other, but how is Renegade going to play it out? Did oh my goodness, did Leviatak get that glyph, or did someone else get the glyph? The amulet. Did Leviatak get the amulet, or did someone else get the amulet? That's one similar that controls Raylan. It's very interesting. So that's just another like plot thread that the storytellers within Renegade's weaving. So yeah, that's very, very interesting. And so I guess, yeah, again, not much to complain about with that, or say other than I wish everybody luck when playing this scenario, and yeah, can't wait for the next scenario, probably for next month. So that is that for that. All right, now let's get, I know some of you were chatting here. Okay, Red plus Blue says, could you post it on Discord? I'd like to see it. Well, Dragon 420 says, sure, I can what page. It's the Tales of Valhalla Discord, Dragon 420, and I can send you an invite to that if you are not on that particular Discord. So here, just give me one moment. I can do that, and then we'll start wrapping up the stream. Kind of a short stream tonight. I am pretty tired. But here, hold on one second. I'm pretty sure this is you here in Discord. Oh yeah, okay, that's similar to the map that is behind me. Right. The map that's behind me, back there, on top of my head. So here on the side. Okay, let me get the. Let me send you. Wait. Nope. Oh, there we are. Okay. There. Okay. Invitation to Discord should be sent to you. And yep. There you are. Cool. Okay. And so, yes, this map I actually already have, but I'll still download it anyway, so everybody can show this. It's actually it's got a lot of good detail to re-imaging of the text of like locations and stuff. So yeah, let's download this, and okay, we just gotta get downloads. Okay, let me get this here, and then let me bring this out here. All right, boom. There we are. So yeah, we got pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, okay, you have there's a bit of locations here too. It's very nice. So you got Utgar's image there. That's really cool. And it's got a national in here. It's a little kind of blurry, but yeah, it's similar to the map that's above my head right here. So very nice, very nice. Gives a little context there. Aaron Plus Who says, before I go, is there something viewers can do to help the channel? Button they can click to let YouTube know to promote this content. Well, I mean, Red Plus Blue, I mean, like, share, subscribe. If you share videos, I mean, I have a backlog of ToV podcasts on like the live tab. I have, if you look in playlists, I have like 3 seasons of Tales of Valhalla, the stop motion adventure based off of board game Heroscape. So for entertainment value, you got that. For information on Heroscape itself, you have the ToV podcast, and you got playlists for that as well. All kinds of information. You got playlists on squads and heroes that we're currently building. You got playlists on classic lore, which we're trying to do, as often as we can do for a ToV podcast, as well as other things, Heroscape like things. So yeah, whatever you're watching, if you want to share, that's one thing. Now, when it comes to the monetization or the eventual monetization of the channel, right now I'm getting approval for that to happen, and that might take up to a month or so before I actually get that. And once I get that, then I can start allowing or setting up people to become members, which is like a paid membership. Like I think they range from like $2 a month to $5 a month to like $15 a month, and each level would be tiered differently, and then you get different things. I might make it similar to what I have on Patreon, and so I mean, to help the channel, really primarily, if there's nothing else you can do, just press play and watch through as many videos as possible, because that's what ends up bringing the view hour count up, and that's what a lot of you all are doing anyway, which is great. That's what's gotten this channel in the position it is currently. And so from the bottom of my heart, if it's just that itself, I appreciate that so much. But then like I said, as soon as the channel is able to get monetized, there's memberships. There'll also be super chats in the future, to where when I'm doing live streams, if anybody does a paid super chat, which you just like say you do anything from $1 to like $1,000 or whatever, donate like a donation for the channel, and you can type whatever message, and then of course I would read it. I would never, whenever we would have super chats, I would never ignore any super chats, and I wouldn't close the stream until all super chats would be addressed. If we would get big, I know there's like YouTube channel content creators, and comment too. Yep. Comments help with engagement for sure. Absolutely. I don't mind having conversations. That makes the streams go longer as well, because then I end up talking to y'all. But yeah, so once those super chats start happening, that's one thing as well. And as well as like link in the description below, just check out all the links for everything. And check out the Patreon link as well. That's one thing. If anybody's looking like, oh, I want to give like you like $1 or so a month to support the channel or to donate for the channel, you can do that via the Patreon account right now, or you can also be a supporter on Patreon for free as well. I mean, sometimes there's free goodies that I pass out as well during the Patreon. There's always like, sometimes there's backstages for Patreon supporters. Sometimes I provide a backstage for free. So there is that as well. And eventually, I mean, I have like stuff to give away for contests that I'm going to do as well. Hopefully very, very soon I can get stuff set up, because I do have stuff to give away. And so I might do something again for Patreon for that, and YouTube for that as well. So there's all things. Just stay engaged. Make sure you are subscribed, because YouTube does drop subscriptions. It's so weird sometimes. Looking at the gymnastics that the subscription number count does sometimes. It's like, nerve-wracking. But yeah, I guess that's that. But again, I'll reiterate, first and foremost, just watch as much as you can, and that definitely brings the watch time numbers up all the time. So I do appreciate anything that people can do for that. So with that, again, not much to talk about. Like I said, this online scenario, even though interesting, not as much this time around, but I hope you all enjoy whenever you're all able to play that said scenario. And I can't wait. Like I'm collecting these scenarios, and I'm keeping them for a time when my son is old enough to where I can just do these with him sometime, like a few years from now, when he's able to be more engaged in the game. So yeah, looking forward to do that with him. But in the meantime, mostly focused on the lore aspect of everything and seeing where the story is going. But with that, I thank everybody for watching, and please be kind, please rewind if you're just catching this when the stream's already shut down. Just go ahead and just watch through it again. Again, that helps again with the watch time as well. And just gonna give a shout out again, red plus blue, Son of Odin, Dragon 420. Thank you guys for the live comments tonight as well. And I guess what should I say? For this Sunday, we will be doing a ToV podcast. Should be a fun podcast. We're going to be doing we're going to be starting a new series of Squads and Heroes, where we're going to start diving into the Valhalla customs and start the lineup of those units and see what goodies. I know not everybody's into VC units, but VC is something, I'm a black hole and I'm never going to get out of it. And so we're just going to start going through those as well as a topic on the ToV podcast. And so maybe some of you who aren't familiar with it can see how good and engaging some of these official, non-official customs are. So with that, we'll see you all on Sunday. Thank you again, Dragon 420. You have a good night as well too. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we will see all of you next time. Later now. Bye bye.